My name's Kate, and today we have another episode of Kate's Kitchen, and we're going to be making zucchini banana bread. Many thanks to April, who recipe from a friend of hers who unfortunately passed away in March. Her name was Violet, and Violet made a famous banana bread, and it was actually printed out and given out at the funeral, so she sent it to me. So I'm going to do a variation of Violet's banana bread and see whether we can pull it off. Okay, so the very first thing we need is zucchini. Okay, this is just coming from our garden, and you need to grate 2 cups of zucchini. Very easy to do. I've done 1 cup already. You just take the zucchini and you just grate it. Now I have washed these. It's important to get the skin into your cake because that's where all the antioxidants are, particularly carotene and lutein. You want to get those into your diet. Remember that antioxidants are those things that chase the free radicals, and the more we can get into our diet, the better. So that's about 1/4 cup. Let me do a little bit more. And it doesn't matter whether you use yellow or green zucchinis. This is actually a fruit, believe it or not. It's part of the cucumber watermelon family. So there we are, that's about 2 cups of zucchini. Lots of great nutrients in zucchini. Vitamin A is big, and vitamin C, and potassium, and a little bit of manganese. Okay, so once you've got 2 cups of zucchini, you want to mash up 2 bananas, and the older the better. You have to dig around at the grocery store. A lot of them are just very ripe, but you do want some old bananas. There we are. I'm just going to mash these up, and that will be a great source of potassium. See? The trick is always, every time you eat, to make it as nutritious as possible, and then you're going to feel energetic and healthy. There we are. So you've got 2 bananas in. Make a good mash. I'm going to mix that in with my zucchini. And this bowl is actually going to be the wet ingredients. So to that, I'm just going to add a couple of teaspoons of vanilla. I love vanilla. 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I'm going to add some applesauce. There we are. And the final ingredient is we're going to put in a little maple syrup. Now, usually when you make banana bread, most recipes call for at least 2 cups of sugar. Okay, we're going to try and get our sugar from the fruit because there's lots of other nutrients in there. And it's a natural sugar. So I'm just going to put a little drizzle of maple syrup. I don't think we need to put much in there. I actually like it without any maple syrup, but that's totally up to you. You could put honey in there as well. There we are. That's sort of your wet ingredients. So we haven't got any eggs, no milk, no butter, just lots of lovely fresh fruit. Zucchini. There we go. Now, the next thing is you want to get your dry ingredients together. So I've got 2 cups of flour in here, and I'm going to boost the nutrition value by taking out 1 cup of flour and substituting 1/2 cup of chickpea flour and 1/2 cup of coconut flour. Okay, so we still have our 2 cups of flour, but we've got a couple of additional flours. So you could do that with millet flour or any flours that you've got that are whole grain or alternative to wheat. And to that, what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 teaspoons of baking soda, which I've already put in there. Good old baking soda. We're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. I love cinnamon. There we are, 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. I didn't put that in. We're going to put some cloves in. Ground cloves are obviously easier to use, but we didn't have any, so I had to use whole cloves, and I'm just giving them a little muddle in this mortar and pestle just to break down the cloves. But oh gosh, you know, it's just going to add so much flavor to this banana bread. Okay, so anything else? Salt. Always a little piece of salt. Teaspoon of salt. And that, I think, is it. Okay, so you've got your wet and you've got your dry. I'm just going to stir the dry, and then we're going to mix them together. Now, I think we need a sweet treat now and then. I certainly do, and this does it for me. There we are. So, yeah, I think I'll put the wet in the dry. Doesn't matter which way you do it. There we are, and you just give it a stir, and that is your cake. There's a lot of ingredients, and you know, when you're making a loaf like this, you could actually add a lot of different things. You could add some flax seeds, ground flax seeds, or whole. You could add some nuts. I think walnuts go really nice with bananas. You could add some chocolate chips. We have some chocolate chips in the back there, so I think I will sprinkle some on top just for fun. There we are. Just mash it together. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. And that is your banana bread. There we are. And we just pop this in. Oh, I didn't mix the bottom as well as I should. There we are. Just mix it in there. Let's give it a little mix. Use a fork, that's easier. Get it into the corners. There. And finale, I did have chocolate chips. There we are. We're just going to put a sprinkle on. There we are. These are plain chocolate, so a little better for you. There we are. Ta-da! That is your cake. So you want to put it in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. It should come out like that. I did this ahead of time. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut this up and we're going to take it around to the staff and give them a little treat. So I've got my plate. Let's see how moist it is. Oh, that is lovely and moist. Oh, nice. You know, with all that zucchini and those bananas, melted chocolate. And this freezes well too. There we are. that. That's very good. There we are. So we'll go around and see who's in the building and see who would like to try some zucchini banana cake. Thank you everybody for watching, and if you have any other suggestions for some delicious food that we can make on this program, or you've got an old recipe that needs updating, just send it in and we'll see what we can do. And from everybody here at the local, please stay safe and well, and we'll see you soon.